Hello, hello. Lisa Zimmer here. Hope everybody's having a good day. It is Wednesday, October, not positive. I'll give people a few seconds to get on. October 24th. I'm here today to talk to you about networking. So we'll see if some peeps pop on. Hopefully it's working. All right, so we'll dig in because you can watch this back later. Once you log in, be sure to say hi and tell me how long you've been building doTERRA. Hey, Marjorie. Yay. Sweet. All right, when you log in, tell me how long you've been building doTERRA and tell me what rank you are so we can get a feel for who's watching today. So I'm going to dig right in and talk about networking. So networking to me pretty much just means making friends, right? When you make friends everywhere you go, friends want to support you, friends want to tell their friends about what you do for a living and help you grow your business. All right, so what are some ways that we have networked in our doTERRA business? Hey, Chelsea. When I started my doTERRA business in August of 2014, at that point in time, I had been kind of MIA for 3 years. I had become a recluse and was homebound for most of it. I had been sick for 3 years at that point. So the network that I had worked so hard to build in my future career as a realtor had disintegrated because 3 years of hiding from people did not help my network at all. So I had to rebuild my network, and I knew that. I worked with the people that I was still in contact with, but how could I grow this business to the level that I really wanted to grow it with when my network was gone? So I'm going to give you some ideas on projects that I took on. Some of them I took on for community service and wasn't thinking about how it would benefit me and my doTERRA business in the future. I was just service minded. And it turned out to be, one of the greatest things I ever did for my doTERRA business. So you can do it just like I did, but this time with intent. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Ann. Hey, Laura. All right. So one of the things that I had started right before my doTERRA business, started my doTERRA business August 23rd of 2014. In the spring of 2014, our city festival was canceled. My husband was on the board. He was the treasurer, and it had gone in a direction where you're going to find a lot of times people aren't willing to work and provide their time and service for free. So it kind of just, self-imploded because people are lazy these days. And so my husband came home and I said, well, I'm not working. I'll create my own festival. I don't know how, but I want to have a farmer's market. I want to have local crafters and vendors. I want to have natural health care options because at that point in my health journey, we were all into natural health care. Had our doTERRA, but didn't really know anything about it. And decided to create a city fun festival and ended up with probably 40 different vendors and had a fun city festival that June and that September. Well, I'm sure you can imagine in August when I started building my doTERRA business, I had just rebuilt my network. So I obviously took my new business cards at that time and walked around from booth to booth to booth and told everyone that I did doTERRA. If you need anything today, right, because I was there for customer service and for service, not for doTERRA. If you need anything today, here's my card. Give me a call. We'll watch your booth while you go to the restroom. We'll help you get water. Whatever you need, we'll take care of you. People want to do business with people that care about them. They don't want to do business with people that want something from them. So when you start your networking opportunities, whatever it is, whether it's a BNI group, a chamber of commerce, whatever it is, you still have to go into it with the intent of serving and helping people. because people don't just want to get doTERRA from you because you're sitting next to them. They want to get doTERRA from them because they like you. You show up, you're nice, you're fun to hang around, right? So network, network, network. So I created this new network with those vendors, and that got the ball rolling again. Some of those people ended up enrolling with me. Some of those people have become builders, etc. Right? So that was just the tip of the iceberg. But I wanted way more. I wanted to be diamond someday. Oh, I should have introduced myself. I'm Lisa Zimmer. I'm a doTERRA diamond, and I've been in this business 4 years. And we built to Premier in like 4 to 6 weeks, built to silver in 4 months, built to gold in 6, I forget platinum, it's like 15 months maybe, and then to diamond in 20 or 21 months. And then we took a year to rebuild and keep maximizing our network. But we've been solid diamond for I think a year and a half or 2 years now. All right, so and all of that comes from networking. So I was not a blogger. I did not have some fancy website. I was not a health coach. I was just a normal person. I did not know how to use Facebook well. So I enrolled my first 400 people myself, just doing belly to belly and networking with people. And so I want to make sure people understand that you can build this business without Facebook. You can build this business without Instagram. You can build this business without technology. If you're networking with human beings and talking to people, your business is going to grow. Okay. All right. So the next, I obviously started participating in local BNI, local Chamber of Commerce, local Rotary, Kiwanis. I'm just listing some others. Lions Club. We made PTA, PTO, showed up at my son's like sporting events, showed up for all my son's sporting parties where parents have to bring desserts or whatever, right? You got to show up. Networking equals showing up. So if you're sitting at home, not being surrounded by people and wondering why your business isn't growing, your business is people. So networking with people everywhere is what equals a solid doTERRA business. So then the next step I took was to create my team monthly workshop. So your biggest networking opportunities are the people already on your team. Biggest and easiest, because they've already been won over. They already like you. They already said yes. So your biggest networking opportunities are the people on your own team. What I saw happen when I got into doTERRA around here, there were all these people who said, oh, I got a kit. I haven't opened it yet. Got it a year ago, got it 2 years ago, got it 3 years ago, 4 years ago, but I don't know what to do with it. No one's ever helped me. And so there was a mass problem in my area of enroll them and dump them. Huge mistake, right? You don't keep enrolling people if you aren't taking care of the ones you have. So your biggest opportunity is your existing membership because it's already an existing network. So I created monthly workshops to have fun, build community, help people learn more how to use their oils, because if people understand how to use their oils, they're going to use more and learn more and buy more products and fall in love with them. So we created monthly workshops. It started with 2 people at my kitchen table, and I think last month there were somewhere between 75 and 80 people at our monthly workshop. We have a very small diamond team. We have 1,600 people, and not all of them are local. And it creates fun, fellowship, and how do we utilize that network? So all of those 75 to 80 people that came, let's just say 65 of them were members. The new people that came were guests of those members. Those are people that we would not have met otherwise. Every single person that walks through that door is an entirely new network of people. So if you're not tapping into it, if you're not talking to those people, if you're not spoiling them with love and appreciation and taking care of your existing current customer base, you're chopping your network right off, right? So we have 1,600 people. That's probably 1,600 different spheres of influence and networks of people. All right, so we started creating that. So now every month, people come to our monthly workshops with their friends. People bring a guest or two, and our team continues to grow with very little work on that project, right? So that is networking. Networking is just not prospecting for brand new people without a pre-existing relationship. You have to have some sort of relationship, right? So my festival that turned into a networking opportunity, I developed the relationship with those people through my festival and then grew my network out of it. Our monthly workshops, we have relationships with all of those people, and then our networking opportunities grew. Other networking opportunities I created, so January, my first year, I created a program called New Year, New You for Women. So of course I took New Year, New You from Doterra, but I created a program called New Year, New You for Women. And I wanted to create a unique women's wellness event in my area. Women in business here are underappreciated. And there aren't enough of them. We live in a very small Midwest community that's a little behind the times. And so I wanted to create an event to teach women and empower them how to take care of themselves. So I created this event and I contacted all local female business owners that I could take their business and turn it into some sort of empowering wellness topic. I also made sure that none of them were enrolled in Doterra, right? So I contacted, I have to try to revisit my list, I contacted my yoga instructor. Obviously, she could do a 10-15 minute presentation on wellness and how her business translated into wellness. I contacted the local female financial advisor, an investor, and she talked about women and financial wellness. I contacted the local coffee shop that did healthy snacks, and they did a presentation on, I think it was paleo or the benefits of gluten-free, right? So that's wellness. It was a physical therapist, a chiropractor, an artist. So the artist taught everyone, I forget what all the new coloring thing, that coloring stuff was a big thing. So that was emotional health and wellness and stress reducing. Let's see, who else was there? Massage therapist. You get the idea, right? So we ended up with a dozen people, and they all paid a $20 fee because I told them we would promote them. And we did it at our local library. And we ended up having so many people that it was standing room only. And then each person spoke for about 15 minutes. There was a break in the middle with snacks, right? Gluten-free snacks from the coffee shop and coffee. And those people paid me because it was self-promotion for them, right? It was very inexpensive advertising. And we put that event together. And then I did the introduction and then the final presentation. And my final presentation, of course, was essential oils and wellness. Unfortunately, there were members in the audience to provide testimonials. And then I tied a piece of every single person's presentation into my presentation. And we ended up, even though it wasn't a sell doTERRA, it was an educational event, right? I handed out my business cards. Now I would hand out my trifold because I had to follow up with all those people then. And we enrolled people from the audience and we enrolled the presenters, right? So I was targeting business people that could do doTERRA so that we could grow our business and discover leaders, not just customers. So that was an awesome networking opportunity. I made friends with all of the local female business owners and worked out great. So you have to create your own network and you have to be proactively looking at how to do it. What are your opportunities? If you don't have any opportunities, create them. I created these opportunities. After being homebound for 3 years, didn't have a network. My network was the chiropractor, the acupuncturist, the massage therapist, and the naturopath that I saw. I went there 4 days a week, and the office girls. That's the only people I knew anymore. And so I had to recreate my network. So then I went back and we recreated our relationships and our network of real estate and banking. And people always ask, where do you find all these people to enroll? Because we personally enrolled 400 people in 2 years. I enrolled my previous network. I developed those relationships. I got in touch with those people by newsletter, by text, by phone, by email, by Facebook, and said, hey, I'm back. I just wanted to tell you what's been going on in my life. Hope you're doing well. Want to hear what's going on in your life. And I've enrolled people at every business in our town. And I've enrolled people from every business that I've ever worked at or people that I've worked with in the past. So for example, I worked at Pizza Hut when I was 17, 18. I enrolled Pizza Hut Patty. She's the manager of Pizza Hut that I worked with, right? I enrolled my boss from the Hallmark store. I enrolled my boss from the mailroom at school. I graduated from Eureka College, so I'm actively working to earn my way onto the Eureka College Alumni Board, right? Find your networks. I created the high school class reunion. I've handled that 4 in a row, right? Luckily, it wasn't during the time that I was sick. But point being, I had to actively create those networks and keep in touch with those people in order to create a solid business. So feel free to post questions in the comments. Everybody's quiet today. I'm used to my Biz Tips group where everybody's super chatty and asking questions. Hey, Kim. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Letitia. Hey, I recognize all of you. Yay. All right, so feel free to ask questions in the comments. This will be reposted later, but these are short and sweet. Go build your network. I don't care what you have to do. Go join a club. Recently, I spoke at the Illinois Education Association conference for educators in the state of Illinois. It was a very large conference for the entire state. And people say, how did you get that gig? My existing members, right? So one of my existing members who was my kindergarten teacher, I contacted every teacher I've ever had. So I enrolled my kindergarten teacher. She was part of the retired Illinois Education Association. So she had a great experience with Doterra, and she invited me to a local retired teachers dinner. So I went and spoke to about 20 women. One of the women that enrolled from that event fell in love with the oils because they worked so well for her and her husband with Alzheimer's. That turns out she was on the board for the Illinois Education Association Planning Committee for planning to locate speakers. So she invited us, and we just went and spoke with people that chose to go to that class. Now we've grown our network again, right? Because most of those people were not in my immediate warm market. Actually, none of them were. And so now we just grew our network again. That's networking. When someone says, oh, only one person came to my class, first of all, that one person could be a future diamond. I don't care if 20 people came or one person came. You give everyone the most amazing experience they can. Because what if they sit on the planning board of an entire state convention? You don't do it for that. You do it because you take care of people. But if you take care of people and do a great job, you don't know what they're connected to. You don't know how well they're connected. You don't know what they're capable of when you first meet them. So network, network, network. But my biggest suggestion is dig back into the members that you already have and offer to do education-only service presentations. All the groups that we belong to, women in leadership, whatever, they all need free speakers all the time. Offer to be a free education-only speaker and get your name in front of people. And then hand out a trifold, right? That's got your contact information on it, the educational material. You don't have to sell. You don't have to close that. You just educate about the product. You let them know this is not a selling situation. This is just an educational opportunity because the essential oils are changing healthcare, and we want you to know about it and how to do it safely, right? And you teach them safety. But you go with a servant heart and servant leadership and take care of people and be kind, you don't go thinking, how am I going to get my one enrollment to get my empowerment bonus? People feel that. They see it in your face. They see it in your mind. They feel what you're projecting. And if your purpose to be there is to get one enrollment with 100 PV so you can get an empowerment bonus, you are not going to succeed at that event, right? So Kim says, I have existing customers who are contacting their church groups to have me speak at them. That is a way to do it, right? And you can do an Oils of the Bible class. You can do just a general class. You can do whatever. But it's about talking to people, surrounding yourself with people, taking care of other people. And you don't have to shove Doterra down their throat. They're going to see you on Facebook. They're going to hear you. They're going to say, what do? You're going to say, I changed people's lives with essential oils. Let me know if you want to hear more about that, right? It can be very passive and kind. It does not have to be salesy. All right, I'm going to wrap it up, but if you would love more information on my women's wellness event ideas and how to do that, let me know. I can post some tips in here and how we ran it. Festival, how we did it. Feel free to ask in the comments and I'll post some tips in here. I'm happy to help you out, but go dig into your existing membership and take advantage of what you've already gotten. Those people have already said yes to you. It's a lot easier to win people over who've already said yes. Awesome sauce. All right, so hope that was helpful. Go network, and thanks for joining me today. Happy oiling. Bye.